Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to keep an eye on them and answer them as we go or after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. A Michigan Tech student was killed in a home explosion in Lower Michigan. We first brought you this story on Saturday. The explosion happened in Northfield Township, nearly 50 miles west of Detroit. 22-year-old tech student Kenny Bragg was there with family from Arkansas visiting his grandfather when the explosion happened. Bragg, his parents, and his sister all died in the explosion. 72-year-old Richard Pruden and his 16-year-old grandson Stephen Bragg are the only two survivors. Authorities continue to investigate the cause of the explosion, and the Huskies pep band is planning a candlelight vigil next Wednesday night at 7 at the Husky statue on campus. In Decision 2024 coverage, Michigan's presidential primary is February 27th. This year, you can submit your vote in many different ways. Early voting runs Saturday, February 17th through Sunday, the 25th. Absentee voters need to submit ballots by 8 at night on the 27th, which is when polls close. Marquette's city clerk says absentee voters will get their mail-in ballot after filling out a form sent to them for them to choose which party ballot to vote on.
You'll actually be able to go in for 9 days ahead of the election and cast an early ballot in our early voting site. Additionally, voters for the February presidential primary are going to have to tell us what party they want to ballot in.
You can find out where you can vote on our website. And school is back in session for school districts like the Gwinn area community schools, and administrators are already coming up with ideas to improve education. Gwynn's superintendent says the district will focus on aspects like attendance and safety for students. The district will be pushing and encouraging students who participate in extracurricular activities. The superintendent says the district is also looking at improving the curriculum quality in the middle school.
ELA for grades 6 through 8 is a high priority. We've already seen presentations from 2 different companies. We have a third company that is coming in January, and then we need to narrow it down and say, okay, which is going to be the best one?
Crony says the next steps are to find out which program best fits and then begin to apply in the coming years. Lemmer Elementary School teacher and 2023 Michigan State Teacher of the Year, Nanette Hansen, will be in Houston on Monday. Hansen has been teaching in Escanaba for 19 years. Her work in the classroom will be spotlighted during the College Football Playoff National Championship game. This is part of the College Football Playoff Foundation's Extra Yard for Teachers program. Hansen says programs like this are not only great for current teachers, but for those looking to become one.
We need that national coverage for people out there who would make amazing teachers to know that it is a respected profession and that, you know, they can make a difference and they can be impactful to young kids everywhere.
Hansen also says she looks forward to supporting the Wolverines in person.
I think it's so...
A Michigan Tech alum is being recognized for her work on what Time magazine says is one of the best inventions of 2023. Jessica Elwell worked to develop a solid oxide electrolyzer that was attached to the Mars Perseverance rover in 2020. The device essentially converts carbon dioxide into pure oxygen. That means astronauts can one day use the CO2 on Mars to breathe and fuel vehicles. Time magazine named the invention one of the best of 2023. Born in rural Wisconsin, Elwell says she hopes to inspire other kids from small towns to chase their passions.
You don't have to start with parents who are engineers, or you don't have to start in a community, like a large community, but you do have to work to gain that network. You really do have to access different types of communities to be able to grow that way.
You can read the whole Time magazine article at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And the Isle Royale National Park Service is offering artists and creators the opportunity to visit the island this summer. They will have the chance to become inspired by the park's natural surroundings to create new artwork. TV6's Houghton Hancock Bureau reporter Colin Jackson spoke with the Park Service to tell us more about this program and how you can be a part of it.
Applications for the Isle Royale National Park Artist in Residence program are now open. Artists of all mediums visit the island and use this opportunity to create artwork, songs, and even poetry in lush wilderness. It is a program that continues to go strong after more than 30 years.
This residency includes a wilderness cabin where they have lodging during their time, and they have access to trails, canoes, and other types of experiences on Isle Royale.
Between 3 and 4 adults will be selected for the adult program, staying at a cabin on Scoville Point in Tobin Harbor. They will have 2 to 3 weeks for their work, scheduled between mid-June to early September. As part of the program, these artists must donate a trip-inspired piece of their work to be used by the IRNP. There is also a teen artist exploration program available for younger applicants. It will run for 6 days in July.
We have a teen mentor that travels with them to the island, and the artist who happens to be on the island at that time will also interact and engage with them so that teens can experience their art at Isle Royale through the eyes and the experiences of a professional artist.
The Copper Country Community Arts Council supports both programs. Its executive director encourages all artists in the area to apply.
It also gives artists an opportunity to really delve into their work without the day-to-day interruptions. So their job on the island is just to do their art, and that's precious.
Applications for both programs are due by February 16th. To apply, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. Colin Jackson, TV6 News, Houghton.
Thank you, Colin. And the Copper Dog Featured Artist Program is on its final round of voting, and this time it's your turn. The Featured Artist Program asks Houghton and Keweenaw County high school students to submit poster designs for the 2024 Copper Dog Sled Dog races. There were 73 artist submissions this year. The Copper Dog board narrowed it down to 5 contenders after 2 rounds. Now the board is asking the public to vote for their favorite.
This is a race for the people, the community, and having the community have a vote on that is really actually blown up. Like, we're on our end, we're so surprised at how much participation we've gotten.
You can vote for your favorite poster online at facebook.com/copperdog150. You can vote until Friday at noon. And the City of Marquette's Park and Recreation Department is preparing for camping season. Tourist park camping reservations for 2024 opened today. Reservations are open until October 2024. The City of Marquette's Parks and Recreation Department says Tourist Park usually fills up quickly. If you have a weekend in mind you'd like to spend camping in Marquette, the department says you should book your reservation sooner rather than later. The department says the park has been especially busy in the past few years.
I think since the pandemic, everyone's realized they like camping quite a bit more. And our numbers have definitely shown that, and our guests have been super happy with that. It's a great experience, especially being so close to the city. The tourist park can cater to a lot of different recreational needs.
You can reserve your camping spot at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And today's snowfall has snow sport enthusiasts itching to hit the slopes. Luckily for them, Marquette Mountain is set to reopen for the season this weekend. To celebrate, it's throwing a Banish El Nino party this Friday at 4 in the afternoon in its T-Bar. There will be food, drinks, family-friendly activities, and even a mobile sauna. Marquette Mountain says it's excited to open now that the weather is finally starting to cooperate.
We want to be open, but we also want to make as much snow as possible while we've got the temps to do it. We're super happy that we got a little help from Mother Nature today in the form of real snow, and then we've been getting some pretty good temps, so that's good.
Facebook page. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night, where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8 to 7 Central Time, with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. And don't forget, you can find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.